dealerships in the United States, things like agents setting appointments on connected sales calls, 29%, say to 54%. These are all statistics on when you have a phone process in place, what could it do with your opportunities. Everything is outlined in the book. I brought some copies. Some of you already have the book, but if you don't have a copy of the book, there's some there, and then we can, of course, buy some online. So before we move out of process, just a very simple question. If you say, Brian, I want to have better phone processes, but it's impossible. My salespeople don't want to change. Get out of the car business. Because if you don't change, your competitors will put you out of the business, so you might as well sell it when you still have some profits. Because there's potentially too many dealerships in Holland per people, right? So maybe there's, just a number. There's, 100 Fiat dealerships and there only should be 70. Well, natural selection, eventually the weaker ones will get out of business or bought out or shut down. I will tell you this, that every one of you cares about making more money, personally and for the business. Everyone wants to provide a good lifestyle for your employees, a good quality of life. But they only know what they know. They only see what they see. So the real question is, are you really willing to do what it takes to change the attitude, the philosophy, the accountability at the dealership? Because in the end, they'll make more money, they'll be happier, your customers will be happier, your brand will be in business. That's the key. So the question is, with so many brands in Holland, how are you going to stand out? It's by doing things that people don't expect you to do. Here's one of those things. When an internet lead comes in, and let's just say, depending on how your business is structured, whether you have a business development center that handles internet leads or they're distributed to the sales floor, you can have 5 stock videos for each salesperson that's saved on their computer that they can include in a response of some type. This is a woman, Kristen, and I can send you links to these videos. We don't need to play them. But it goes something like this. Hi, I'm Kristen Paulson from Lithia Toyota in Billings, Montana. Thank you for submitting a sales purchase inquiry. Let me tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to call you today, and if I don't reach you today, I'll call you again tomorrow. But in the meantime, here's my phone number, ding, 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 ding. You can call me. My goal is to answer all your questions and make sure you make an educated decision about your new Toyota. Look forward to speaking with you. So many people read their emails on their mobile phones. How many of you primarily read your emails on your mobile phone? How many? Okay. So if you send a big email, you ever get those long emails from a bank or something? What do? You're like, you don't read it. You're like, but a short email that says, thank you for your inquiry at Amsterdam Toyota. I've recorded a personal video for you. There's the YouTube link. When they click on the link, because they're going to click on the link because you didn't tell them anything other than you've recorded a personal message, they click on the link, it fills their beautiful mobile phone screen. And it just said, hey, thanks for contacting us. I'm going to help you. I'm going to answer all your questions. Expect a call from me. Or him, Gary. He's from the Chrysler store in Billings, Montana. He's also a local comedian and the internet director. Every one of our salespeople have a different personality, a different energy. They're going to meet this person anyway. They really are. But if every dealership in Holland is just sending out emails and you decide to send a video, do you think the consumer will think that you care just a little bit more? What do you think? Well, our studies show that they really do. and the contact rate increases. So what I recommend 5 videos per salesperson. Now, if you have a business development center where all internet leads and phone calls go to 3 or 4 people, they set appointments for the sales floor. I'm not saying that's a good or bad model. It has its good points and bad points. Then those 4 people would do the initial lead response and the appointment confirmation. And the other 3 would be for the salesman. What is the appointment confirmation? Well, once an appointment is made, on the day, well, let's say I'm a salesman. I know I have 2 appointments coming in today. The first thing I do when I come into the dealership, who's coming in today? And I send out 2 emails. The email's very short. The subject is about your appointment today. The body says, I look forward to our appointment today, and here's some important information in this video. Hi, this is Brian. Looking forward to seeing you today at our appointment. I know we all get busy, so if you're running more than a few minutes late, would you just give me a call? I'll rearrange my schedule so I can give you all the time that you need. Now, in case you've never been to our dealership before, the best way to come is through bing, bing, bing. And when you come to the dealership, we have a customer parking on the right. Park your car there. Come in the front door. You'll be greeted by our receptionist, Sylvia, and just ask for me, and I'll come down and meet you. I look forward to seeing you today. This is one video that once it's recorded can be used on every appointment. What did we just do? We did something that they didn't expect. It's like the Disney experience, right? The wow factor. We made it special. But we also made sure they knew how to get to our dealership. They knew what your process was to get the engagement started, where to park, what to do, and how you will greet them. What it does is it really lowers their defenses and says, okay, unsold showroom up. Again, these are pre-recorded videos that sit on the salesman's computer that they unleash. Someone comes in for an appointment, they don't buy. This gets sent the next day. Hey, this is Brian over at Amsterdam Honda. Thanks for coming in. I enjoyed spending time with you. I have 2 updates for you. So when you have a minute today, would you please call me at, I look forward to speaking with you. If you're a salesperson, could you think of 2 things to update your customer on? Oh, I talked to my manager and, we can get that car in a little faster than we thought. Or, hey, I talked to our manager about your trade-in and I could get you another 200 euros. If a salesman can't think of 2 things to get that sale closed that day, they shouldn't be selling cars. Phantom lead. Someone who talked to the salesperson, maybe came in a month or 2 months ago, lost touch. You send us out, hey, this is Brian over at ABC Toyota. I was going through my records, and I know we haven't spoken in a while. Hey, are you still in the market for a vehicle? If you are, I'd love to help. But if you found a vehicle that met your needs, congratulations. I'm glad you found something. But I just want to update my records so we can stay in touch. Would you give me a call today at ding, 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 so I can update my records? What does that say? Even if they bought from someone else, it wasn't a one-sale deal. You wanted to be their salesperson for life. But many people delayed purchases because they were waiting on a bonus or a check or a financial situation. And what does that video show? Is that you took time to organize yourself, that you cared to win their business. The last one, the post-sale thank you, is if your dealership believed in online reviews. And it would go something like this. Hi, this is Brian from ABC Toyota. Thank you for purchasing your vehicle with me. I really appreciate your business. The internet's really important for me and the dealership, and one of those important aspects is online reviews. So if you're an active user of Google and had a first-class experience with me, would you take a minute to post a review online? It would mean a lot to me. Thank you. And if anyone in your family or friends is looking for a new Toyota, or a used vehicle, would you please give them my phone number? We call that the family and friends ask. These 5 videos are just one way. Someone asked about video marketing. As more people use their mobile phones, sites like CNN.com, SportsIllustrated.com, think of your favorite site, they're having more video stories, right? CNBC.com. Half of the stories are videos. Why? People know that reading an article in the back of a taxi in a hotel lobby is often a little distracting, but a little video recap is really important. Why not use them in the sales process? So I want to jump to the 2 topics that people brought up that I knew you would want to talk about anyway. Social media advertising. So some of you might hate Facebook, or if you have children, get mad at what they post. Does anybody have children that you see what they post on Facebook and some guys go, ooh, we shouldn't have posted that? Yeah. So every once in a while my son, finds something a little off color at 16 that he thinks is really funny. And I'm like, damn, I wish he didn't post that. But I want you to think of social media like this. Facebook as your local newspaper. YouTube as having your own TV station, and Twitter as if you had your own PR agent. And this is the perspective of me who wants to sell cars. Again, there is people who talk about building a social community on Facebook. In case you haven't realized this before, consumers don't like car dealers. Okay, so it's not like their favorite rock band, or their favorite clothing designer, or their favorite restaurant, or their favorite hotel, that they just gush and just write lovely reviews about. They come into the dealership maybe every 3 years to buy a new car. In the meantime, maybe you get them to service the car with you, maybe they go to an independent. But in nature, people don't brag about buying a car. I hope we can change that experience, and social media can help. But for Holland, the most important thing we need to do is to sell more cars at a lower cost and try to get a better margin on the vehicles we sell by communicating to people who are looking for a different experience. And if your dealership has a good why buy from us message, well, social media actually is really good for you. But if you are about the lowest price and that's it, social media will be bad for you. Because normally the lowest price is often associated with the worst service, because all they're doing is pushing people through the door. Now, can you be high volume and high margin and high value? Yeah. But even a company like Paragon Honda, who's selling 100 cars a month at the service, and they're the #1 Honda and Acura dealer, their online reviews are pretty bad. Okay? So, what's the balance? So let me go through a couple things. Social media. How many people are active, have an active dealership social media page? I have an active, okay, great. So let's see if you are doing any of these 4 sins, the 4 sins of social media. You ready for that? 4 sins. All right, first one. This looked like a good post. This was for a Ford dealer, and they were doing a post about the old Mustang, new Mustang. Click more for details, and they sent that click to autotrader.com. Is autotrader.nl here today? No. No, okay. Don't send it to autotrader.nl either. Why is this a bad idea? What's that?
You get distracted.
Right? They were on your page and you just sent them in an open marketplace where all your competitors are, just because you were too lazy to write an article? This is like, hey, by the way, our cars really suck. Go shop somewhere else. I'm sure that this social media writer had all the right intentions, honestly, because they were told provide useful content. Don't provide useful content in an open competitor environment. This one was from a New Jersey Nissan dealer, and Nissan announces the 2014 Quest US pricing. Shitty title. I'm not sure if that's really newsworthy. Okay. But they took them to their blog. Now, that's really an ugly blog. Black, but look at the article. There's not a photo. And by the way, there is no link to the dealership website. What should there have been? A nice photo or video about the Quest and a clear button. View new inventory, view used inventory, service your Quest. There was no reason for them to go from here to here and not give them the next step. Hey, did you like the 2014 Quest? Here's how you can find those vehicles and pricing on our website. This was from Legacy Toyota. They are talking about the Toyota National Clearance Event. Okay, I'm interested. Where do I go? No link. They talked about, hey, we're really excited about the 2014 Corolla. No link. This is a complete waste of time. The fourth sin, and since we have manufacturer representation here, so watch this one. This will be controversial. Kelly Nissan. Nissan was doing a promotion in the U.S. called Nissan Summer Rolling Sweepstakes. This dealer's social media agent thought that was a good idea, so they linked it to the OEM's promotion, which happens to say, find your dealer. So depending on where this person is sitting, they were just sending their Facebook people into a sweepstakes that will now send their information to 2 or 3 competitors. This is social media brain damage to me because our business is to sell cars. So if your social media team has been telling you, because you're the owner, the partner, the general manager, boss, we got to get more likes. Just say, bullshit, we have to sell more cars. Likes will come if we provide a great customer experience, if our posts provide value, but we're in the business to sell cars. And we only see people every 3 years, and we may see them in service, but what pays the bills is selling car and servicing vehicles. And these people in Facebook are in this closed environment, right? All the activity in Facebook is not in Google. So what should we be looking at? We should be looking at Facebook as an unbelievably inexpensive way to advertise in the same way we advertise in Google AdWords. In the US, it's 1/5 the cost, but with 2 distinct advantages. It's a visual medium. Google AdWords is text. And here's very important. We have to guess the keyword and their intent. For example, why are phone calls important? You buy 2000, what's the top selling Toyota in Holland? Model.
Igo.
What's that?
Igo.
Igo. Is that a small little thing? Okay. Okay, so Igo. And my Ford F-150 just runs over them. It's like a squirrel. Oh, I hit a squirrel. Oh, an Igo. So Igo. It's a popular car. Okay? So if I buy in Google AdWords 2014 Toyota Igo or 2013 Toyota Igo, you have to send that click somewhere, right? We call that a landing page. If you do phone number tracking, you will find out that at least 30% of those calls are for service. And in some keywords, 50% are service. How do you know if your ad is working, if the ad copy, your marketing guy, right? Ad copy is really important for AdWords. So maybe your ads aren't clear that this ad's about sales, not service. And even if it is about sales, were they looking for a new or used? Were they looking for trade-in? Will they look at rebates and incentives? Okay. The problem with AdWords is we have to guess. So landing page design, and Yara and I have been having a lot of fun talking about the designs of landing pages. You know, we're scientists, so we're playing around with optimizing the click. But when you have a graphical medium, you could very clearly identify what this, and this happens to be a landing page using something called Google Wildfire, which is their social media engagement tool that we use for Facebook, Twitter, Google+. But look at these kind of click-through, 14 cents a click. How about, do we have any Fiat dealers here? Fiat dealers? Any Fiat dealers? Okay. This was one of our customers, Fiat, in Seattle area. They wanted to go after Mini Cooper owners. Compare. So we created this graphical ad and put it into newsfeed on Facebook. People who don't give a shit about these two cars are not clicking on that ad. People who are interested, oh, what, whoa, what, well, okay. Then we take them to a landing page that's sized for mobile, desktop, or tablet, giving them information, always with a link into our inventory, and it sizes itself perfectly for a mobile device. We also realize that since people don't love car dealerships, but we want to get more people to experience our brand, consumers love to win things. So we do hyper-local promotion. In this particular case, a family tickets to a zoo. They have to like our Facebook page to enter, but we don't advertise it through all Holland, but maybe 10 miles or kilometers, 15 kilometers around. What are we doing? We're getting them into our brand. After they fill out this form, we send them to the dealership, include them in our retargeting banner campaign. I've just taken a social media, local, hyper-local person, got their contact information, dropped them into my website. Now I can follow them with my banners for the next year. Interesting. Giving away a car and a dinner and a show. These things. But we also have great success in doing a promotion, and this is the Google Wildfire design tool, just showing you Google allows these device-independent landing pages for social media, always with a click to inventory. Why? Because we believe in VDP views, driving social people in. So maybe the ad